amen ɗo kamɓe tawde ɓe ngala couleur ko IEC suɓanta ɓe couleur o IEC wiya an ka independent kaari den min tuttima couleur naggam kamɓe noon kadi gaddata e mandarga maɓɓe comme la so tawi ko lampa walla kala soko palansor kala ko woni mandarga maɓɓe ɓe gadda min ƴeewa so tawi no yaadi gandanɗa bonnani affaire diina walla bonnani affaire yadani affaire leñol min mbiya eyi aɗa wawi yaadude oɗo couleur mbaɗa campagne walla jaada e oɗo mandarga mbaɗa campagne maɗa so e nder leydi ndi foof noon no woodi tunduji mbaɗɗi élection no woodi tunduji ɗi ala élection sa yeehi to leydi Banjul ko tunduji ɗiɗi jogui élection gara to leydi Kanifing ɗon ko tunduji tati heɓata élection sa yeehi to leydi Brikama ɗon ko tunduji tati ne jogui élection sa ari to leydi Kerewan ɗon ko tunduji nayyi yata affaire woote o sa ari Mansa Konko ɗon ko tunduji tati tan jogui élection ngara Janjanbureh ɗum woni leydi Makati ɗon ko tunduji jeetati yahata élection sa ari leydi Basse ɗum woni URR ɗon ko tundu goto rek yahata élection so ko ni ɗum lelori caggal nde nomination o waɗi public scrutiny waɗi ko ɗiɗo nokkuji heɓata élection joni noon miɗen ñaago bandiraɓe ɓe wondema affaire campagne ono fuɗɗo ñande 14 ha 27 nden noon yimɓeɓe yo jaadu e needi yo jaadu e respect so tawi wondema ɓe jaaha ɓe kaala affaire programme ji maɓɓe wota hay goto ƴatto hay goto sa yeehi haal mbiya ande ko ɗum ɗo e ɗum ɗo ganniɗa leydi ndi so a suɓama ko ɗum ɗo e ɗum ɗo mbaɗanta leydi ndi kala ɗum te kadi eɓe gandi wondema eɓe jogui koɓe mbiyata campagne itinéraire so wattu nomination omo kala waɗno submit e adduno campagne itinéraire no campagne makko o lelori so min noddi candidat ji ɗi foof min mbaɗi min ƴeewi campagne itinéraire min gandi wondema ɓe kawrata nokku goto min dakkori e on ɗon campagne itinéraire nden noon mo kala yo timmin on campagne itinéraire waktu mo binduɗa ɗon o e ñalande nde binduɗa ɗon e kaaɗa hen so tawi a falama ɗum wahlude ngara ha to office amen ko yata heure 47 48 hours gadda ɗum wondema mbiya mi yiiɗi change ɗo min change ma wata change tan an e hoore maɗa te mbiɗen ni sen jeeyi kadi affaire campagne o kaalen tan e affaire ko ɓamtata leydi ndi te hay goto yennani hay goto te hay goto kadi tawaño ani hay goto so on jarama bandiraɓe e ɗo en ɓe gartude menen ko ɗum ɗo tawa min keɓani on
ok a jarama boy mi satal min noon pularamo labani kono ɗum waɗa tray rek now let's go back to Mr. Njai. I'm sure there are rules that candidates and Gambians in general should follow. I know there are no difference from the presidential election rules, but could you elaborate on this?
Exactly, you are right, Mama. We have code of election campaign that ban or that govern the rule of campaign and elections in general. And as we get into the electoral process for the National Assembly elections, we've just finished the nomination. Now we're going into the campaign. The campaign will begin tomorrow. That's the 14th of this month, and will end on the 27th March, a 14 days campaign period. And what we are asking the candidates and their supporters and the government in general is let them respect the code on election campaign ethics. If you go by the code on election campaign ethics, there would be no problem. And before that, I would just want to inform the general public that after the nomination, we have invited all the candidates to send in their campaign program, so that this campaign program will be reconciled against each other to avoid any class of meeting or meeting on the highways. So our regional officers have done that successfully and have already endorsed that, and candidates are expected to go by that approved campaign itinerary. If they wish to change any campaign program or meeting or rally, they should notify the regional office in time, for that matter 48 hours. They cannot change it unilaterally on their own. If they do so, then anything can happen, which we don't want. Any change should be notified. The office, the IEC office should be notified. Just to go further, we are also saying that the campaign period is 14 days, from the 14th to the 27th, and this period must be respected. We don't want anybody to start campaign, for example, today, or campaign after the 27th. The election campaign should start on the 14th, and end on the 27th. And the campaign time or period, the campaign times are very important. If you write and say, I want to start campaign in place A at 6 o'clock and ends at 9 o'clock, we expect you to be there at 6 in the evening and go out of that place by 9 in the evening. But if you should stay there up to 10, 11, that's not too good. We don't encourage that. Because of once you go out, you don't know whether somebody is scheduled to come in there. So they must respect the time. And this is why we are saying if you want to make any change, inform us on time. And we are also saying that yes, it's election time, it's campaign time, but we should remember that it's still one Gambia, one country, and one people. Being in election and campaign does not mean there is no law. You go and do whatever you want. The law is still existing, and it's here for all Gambians. Nobody is above the law. We expect each and every Gambian, especially the politicians and their candidates and supporters, to comport themselves within the confines of the law. We are also saying that let's just remember that election will come and go, but we still stay. This is why during the campaign there is no need. In fact, it's prohibited to go on insulting, slandering, or using inflammatory or defamatory remarks against any candidate or a group of supporters of candidate. So this we are appealing. In fact, all the candidates should know this thing, because this code of election campaign is part of their nomination package that they've collected from the regional office. We ask them to familiarize themselves with this code so that they can go by it, abide by it, to avoid any problem.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Njai. Mbadingol ngana Mr. Jataya tebe mandinga ka on la hanika bi aya fu moli luwal miliyalon ko yemil lande pour campagne wato nyi sartol ani luwal miliyalon ko candidates all ani mol fangal inyanta min normala ni campagne o seta.
Okay, abaraka wake mama. Okay, like campagne na ko nyame nyame ya jube fa man ke luwati mi alon ko akole ata walla ka inyanta mo sinda ka karandala because hadama ya to ide alon ko imanni na kanyenke nena ta luwa fanan to ibata lako hadama ya ni luwa nyimbe nyobulo ko nala like item candidate oti like ni be sida sante ni be kachara e be la campagne wato di molla ni wate karne la fitala jana ni wate karne la fint laje so e wato min di e nyanta kala no wato sidetaje ni wato nyim bantaje finti je at least candidate fa nyanta kala modi wala politique party nyanta kala kafudi mi alon ko e be la sobotal be yamarla alkana fitinoke alkana moneng alkana mo kadafi at least so may bala nen karta fa botala nim men gagneta ase gagner hormo ko nim men boy defana ase boy hormo ko bo sa kada ngale fu mo kilne gagner yaji bot nim men gagneta ay gagner hormo ko nim men boy da afane boy hormo
wote badi ya fananta
wote badi ya because tele siring tele kanyo futu tele kanyo ma be nyoro kulli yoron tele kanyo bade hey so ni enten neng mi baske non tele bade ndo yimana ko ina kaftale yaji so mbele wuluda ya political om dron na mira le fadam fan so soto bar mbe ni ngani ko pour ka banko isa manya na mira ya fe mo bela ngani o molti nak tele mira ya nyem fe okay so den mul nyanda ka finti kana ka carte o fay la fa fala ba la candidate le ko ila support ale si yamare pour ya kata bake